understand why I wouldn't put on that dress. Oh, you should count yourself lucky that I am so well read. If I had $1 every time that you opened your mouth and something impossibly awful came out, well, you'd be very happy, 'cause then I would be rich. But you'll have to say sorry if you want any of it, because you make me feel small, because you were small. You puff your whole chest up to make it seem taller. I'm not buying it. I'll burn the store down. I'm not buying it. I am renouncing the monetary system. Money, it's all about the money, baby. Haven't you heard? It's all about the money. Money, it's all about the money, baby. Haven't you heard? It's all about the money. Money, it's all about the money, baby. Haven't you heard? It's all about the money. Money, it's all about the money, baby. Haven't you heard? It's all about the money. Money, it's all about the money, baby. Haven't you heard? It's all about the money. Money, it's all about the money, baby. Haven't you heard? It's all about the money. Money, it's all about the money, baby. Haven't you heard? It's all about the money. Money, it's all about the money, baby. Haven't you heard? It's all about the money. You make me feel small, because you were small, You puff your whole chest up to make it seem taller. I'm not buying it. Oh no, I'll burn the store down. I'm not buying it. I am renouncing the monetary system. Haven't you heard? It's all about the money. It's all about the money. Hey, what's up?
Hello, party people.
Hello, party people. It's me and Nikki. It's Montaigne, and I've released my new album today. We've got a slightly What?
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 New album alert.
New album alert. Nick and I have created. Well, Nick mostly has created a slightly new. Whoa! This is like
Whoa.
Saruman in Lord of the Rings when he's got his fingers over the ball. Whoa! Look at that. That looks like an alien.
Whoa.
Look,
Maybe
it's like
some
that's
more.
the head, and then this little.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
the
it's like
legs,
there's the little leggies like splayed out, and then there's like.
Can we kiss?
Mwah, mwah, mwah. Anyway, Nick has prepared some of the Pokemon cards I bought for myself as a treat today.
A little bit of bubble wrap as ocean,
Yeah,
because we're
exactly.
moving and we don't have anything else we can really use to decorate.
Literally, our whole study is now a little sparse. I don't have the blue Govee lights behind me anymore because we've packed them.
You've just got
We
the
packed them.
Blu-rays.
Just the Blu-rays over here.
So we'll take them through your favorite films.
Okay. Nick really wants me to watch Predestination. I haven't
correct.
seen it, but apparently it's very good. So Nick says.
Well, I haven't seen it in a long time,
Okay.
but I remember it being good.
We've got 22 Jump Street, another
A
film
classic.
I haven't seen, but
Classic
that
of the
Nick wants me to watch. Okay. Venom.
I haven't seen this either.
I don't want anyone to watch that. That's the second
Yeah.
Venom.
These are all Nick's movies. What's this? Ghostbusters 1, 2. I've never seen Ghostbusters.
Really?
Nah.
Oh wow! I was gonna give that to my brother-in-law.
Well, you can still do that. We can watch Ghostbusters on the TV, on the streaming apps.
So true.
Mad Max Fury Road. Now that's a good film.
Yeah.
I saw George Miller chatting to Hideo Kojima recently, and that was very good. Anyway, I think that's enough DVDs. So we've got Blu-rays. We've got enough Blu-rays. Thank you everyone for wishing me a happy fish day. I really appreciate it. Montaigne's new album gives me a Minecraft vibe, except it's better produced. That's very kind of you to say. I do think the Minecraft music is quite well produced, but I'll take it. I will take any compliment that compares me favorably to someone else that I think is very accomplished. So yes, a very, very, very Fishmas to you all. Hey, I'm gonna put the album on the background because that's why we're here.
Merry Fishmas.
That's why we're freaking here
what
right
did we
now.
all get for Fishmas?
Yeah, what do we all get for Fishmas? Anything? Avril says, I was in the middle of your last video store episode. So many film wrecks today. Exactly. How was that? Me and Nick started listening to that, but we didn't even get up to where I started speaking. So...
Well, we got out the car.
Yeah. We'll find out. Are those Pokemon cards laid out in the front? They are Pokemon cards laid out in the front. They're all my little ocean sort of type, ocean collection Pokemon cards. That was what Clauncher I bought today. Yeah, all these guys are ocean guys. There's a Veluza here. There's a Fiona here. She's not strictly ocean, but this trainer Nessa here, the water type trainer. And then this is Wishy Washy with a trainer, which is cool, I think.
I think it's cool.
Yeah, very, very ocean vibes. How are you feeling about that, Nick? Is it too distracting or is it good volume?
Huh? No, it's
Yeah,
good.
cool. A shipping notification. Is
a vinyl?
Is that for a little vinyl? May it be? Furry Road for the win. Yeah, the only thing that would make that film better is furries in the film. It's Hard to Be a Fish album of the year. Thank you. It's so good. I very much want to watch Mickey 17 now. Have you seen it before? Or is this you want to do a repeat viewing? Are you touring near Newcastle anytime soon? Unfortunately, no. Or maybe, I've had requests for a bunch of the cities and towns I haven't had on my album tour list. So maybe I'll come around there to do some just one-off solo shows sometime soon.
Do they do, are there any cool, festivals in your city? Not music festivals, but arts festivals?
Yeah.
What does Newcastle put on? There's a Fringe, right?
Yeah.
And a comedy fest. Or no? Or is that just the Fringe?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not sure. You know more than I
They got a
do.
lot going on there, though.
Yeah.
In Newey.
What about compliments that compare you favorably to your past self? Do they count? New albums, Pete Montaigne.
Whoa.
Thank you.
Only getting better.
That's very nice. I think I'm only getting better personally.
Like a fine wine.
Like a fine wine. Like a wine that is fine. Only a shirt, sadly, not a vinyl elder being. That's all good. Oh, there is my canvas. Yeah, that's exciting. Shirt's exciting. Yes, I got an email an hour ago. Nice. Thank you for reminding me to check if I got my pre-order email. Perth Fringe next year. Maybe? I don't know. Who knows? Maybe. I'm going to get rid of this for today because we're focusing on the album today. I meant I want to watch the movies you recommended on the last video store. Oh, yeah. No, I got that. I don't know any Newcastle events, but there's more thriving in atmosphere than Sydney, IMO. I think a lot of places are more thriving in atmosphere than Sydney is at this stage.
Yeah, there's a good sense of community in Newcastle the few times I've been there to do shows.
Yeah.
People really show up, which is really nice.
Yeah, and Sydney is fine.
Sydney sucks, man. You can say it.
All I know is that I live here. And it's good that you know that.
Yeah. It's good to know where you live.
Yeah. Guys, I assume most of you have already listened to the album. Let me know if you've got any questions about anything to do with the album, and I'd be very pleased to answer. Oh, what happened? Oh yeah, it all goes into the left ear. I've got my left ear off the mouth. But I'd love to answer them. Every time you're in Perth, I'm not here. I have already had something booked for months. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear it. My home is Sydney, slightly offended. Hey, look, our home is Sydney as well. And, you know, it's good to have a healthy sense of critique about the things that belong to you so that you don't settle for less. You know what I mean?
If this album has taught us anything, it's that you shouldn't just stay where your roots are because that's where your roots are.
Yeah, you should make choices that are good for you.
Yeah.
Even if they may take you elsewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go with the super obvious. What are both your favorite tracks from Hard to Be a Fish? What's your favorite, Nikki?
My favorite, I do really like It's All About the Money. That one's probably, and that's like, of all of them, like the first time I heard it, I was like, oh yeah, I really like this. Even when it was just like a really simple version.
Yeah.
That Jess had worked on with Wave Racer. That was very cool. I think, apart from that, like, I don't know, it's hard because they're also, like, the album works so well as like as a unit. I'll say All About the Money.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I think more within the genre or style that you tend to listen to when it's not me, I would say.
Yeah, you finally got a little Doobie Brothers with it.
Yeah,
exactly. Finally got a little Steely Dan.
Yeah, exactly. My favorite one is Best Case Scenario. I just think that's probably the most Montaigne, I would say, and I really like the way I wrote on it. I really like the way I like programmed all of the drums and sounds in it, and I feel very proud of that one, especially because it was like probably the second last track I worked on, where I was just like, fuck, I need 2 more songs, man. And I was like at the Future Classic Studios in Los Angeles, and I was just like in one of their little writing rooms, and I was like not necessarily feeling it that day, but I was like, well, I'm here, I gotta do it. And then I just started going, like I just was like, in the best case scenario or whatever, and I was like, maybe that's a good melody, maybe I should stick with it. And it sort of just worked out. Like all I had on that day was I'm just gonna skip to it really quickly actually.
Whoa, shuffle mode.
Yeah, I just had this up to the da 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 da, so like this bit. Da, da. All I'd recorded was the MIDI piano, the top line, and then the da 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 da, and then like none of the other atmospheric stuff, which came way later. That was all Shooter Nishta's guitar. Yeah. Anyway, I think this is a really good song. I do come from Western Sydney, so I do have a natural distaste of Sydney, yet home is home, indeed. I read most of On Earth Were Briefly Gorgeous before my brain stopped taking in words last night. It's an excellent recommendation. Yeah, it's very beautiful and very sad and very heartfelt. Hello, I'm back with dinner. Welcome, Ronan. What do you got for dinner? How does it work preparing for a live show with band when so much is sample synth? Honestly, a lot of it nowadays just goes on track, like on playback, because I only have a drummer and bassist now. Like my keys player moved to London, and also honestly, like with the current climate and like ticket purchasing volume, like even, you know, paying for an extra musician like that would be challenging nowadays, I think. But yeah, just playback basically. I will see your show one day. Yes, I hope so. The Lemon 665. I visited Sydney last year for one of your shows. Came from Melbourne, and having the bar close at around 9 to 10 was really surprising. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe in Sydney. We're excited to live in a place where like there's actually late night culture, and people aren't ready to go home at 9. Did you have a thought about that?
I just have a thought that with like our big jackets on and the way the screen works and everything, it looks like we're on like an Antarctic base.
It kind of does, because it also looks cold because of the blue.
Making like a radio transmission.
Yeah, I like it. That's fun, yeah, because you got the headset on as well.
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
I like that. That's kind of a fun idea. Maybe I could get. Actually, I can look. You talk, and I'm gonna.
What were
look
my
something
thoughts
up.
about Sydney and Melbourne? Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah. Oh gosh, that really.
My thoughts are that we are very slow to rise in the morning. We like to get a late brekkie, a late coffee, and then like stay out late, doing nice things, seeing things, getting a late dinner maybe after a show. And Sydney does not favor the people who want to stay out late. Sydney is
No.
very much a get up, do your morning coffee run. Or like do like your morning run, then get a coffee with people, do all this, go to the gym, and then start your 9 to 5 and then go home. And that's complete opposite of how we live.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna try something silly. Vagorous Asta, thank you so much for the follow. I may make time to watch the city show, but I'm a uni student. Yes, it's tough. The email has arrived. Nice. Get older time. Get ready to cry. Sorry, I skipped ahead. I'll go back to get older.
yeah. Sorry, you almost got away with not crying.
Yeah, exactly.
And so we're back to it now.
Also, sorry if I'm missing stuff. I have substantial delay on my end. Yeah, I don't know. I think I don't know. My stream settings need to be adjusted a little bit, I think.
But also, this is what, the second last stream in this house?
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything's a bit haywire at the moment.
We're
so-
gonna have the most deluxe internet connection in Melbourne.
Yeah, exactly. We have ultra fast speeds, apparently. I really hope that's true. So,
We're going with a telco called Sonic the Hedgehog.
yeah.
He's installing them.
Rock and roll. Let's have a see. Hold on, everyone. I'm just going to try something here.
Let them cook. Let them cook.
Wait, would it be screen? Oh!
Can
Wow.
you layer it so that it's only over? It's looking more like snow globe now.
Yeah, it does look more like snow
Yeah,
globe.
you could mask it or like crop it or something.
Let me see if I can make it go slower as well. I wonder.
Yeah,
Speed, yeah. So it's a bit less like frantic.
Yeah.
Try that. It does look, the frame rate does look a little, I don't know, what do people think?
I think it's
Is
better
this
when
crazy?
it's, yeah, maybe split the difference.
What's the difference? Snow.
Take us up to about like 8.
Hey, yeah, that's a bit cute.
And now can you
Yeah.
can you crop it so it's just in the globe?
Let's try. Oh, what happened? Wait, what happened just then? Oh, I'm hitting the wrong one. Okay. That cat, thank you so much for the
Hey,
sub.
Happy Fishmas. Indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah. Nice. It is a bit blocky on the edge there. Maybe, hold on, I'll
And then you
try.
crop with like a feather or something.
I don't know if you can. On OBS, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. It is less distracting for this side, so that's
Yeah.
all good.
This
Did-
is us in the snow globe.
Yeah. Did you do multiple days of that makeup for the clips or manage to record multiple videos in one day? No, I had to put the makeup on anew every single day that we recorded. We recorded for 3 days, so I had to go into fish mode every single morning. It was a long process. It's All About the Money is going to be a banger live with everyone singing along. I reckon.
Oh, once people know the song.
Yeah, once people like have all the lyrics down, it's going to be really fun, I reckon. I really love the sounds on So Fast in the Water. Yeah, I really wanted to go for like a combo of Kaden V, Laurie Anderson, and like Sora, which is this Japanese sort of like producer, makes these instrumentals with lots of different little samples and stuff. Want to be very kind of ambient, kind of alternative, song written ambient, I guess. My mom makes this absolutely banging pasta with cream cheese. She made it tonight, and I think fish day is making it taste better. That sounds lovely.
What pasta shape?
Yeah, what's the shape of the pasta?
I'm anticipating some sort of shell.
Yeah, shell.
we'll see.
A little shell pasta. Coxionel, thank you so much for the follow. Necrosash played Beyond the Glass and everybody else on my show today. I always fell on my chair when I saw your album on AMRAP. Awesome.
What's your show?
Where's what is your show, 1? And 2, where on the charts is the album? Tell me.
Give us the
If it's bad, don't tell me. But AMRAP has been quite favourable to me for the last few months, so I'm keen to know. When's the big Melbourne move? On Monday. I fly to Melbourne with Nick on Monday, and then the movies come on Tuesday, and then Nick flies back on Tuesday evening, and I will be unpacking stuff with him and then unpacking stuff by myself on Wednesday. I go back to Sydney on Thursday. We do some stuff in Sydney, and then we go back to Melbourne the next Monday. So it's a bit crazy.
Yeah.
But it's I live for it. I thrive on the chaos of it all, you know.
Yeah. OMG
an icon. Thank you, Vagarus Asta. Sorry, I'm really behind in the chat right now.
Okay,
you guys are very
Sydney is
active
boring,
today.
true, except I don't participate in a day or night live evening in Newey. Well, that's true.
That suits you then.
Yeah.
Great. Don't ever move to Bris Vegas. You packed up the internet with the other stuff. We haven't packed up the internet, but like all the computer stuff is all over the shop, and I've made some adjustments to things, and I just don't know what's going on. So I'll figure it all out when we move.
Yeah. Is ultra fast another term for NBN? Presumably.
Yeah.
Super Thulu says it's an NBN speed.
Well, I do. Yeah, exactly. Because there were some places we were trying to apply to that would say just fast speeds as opposed to ultra fast speeds. So clearly, it's we've got the top level. Did's green. Oh my God, snow globe. Yes. Sorry, we're so behind. I mean, I do live in Vic, so perhaps the connection will be better. Maybe I don't know how this works.
The Lemon 665. Yes, lick your screen and you can catch the snow with your tongue. It's a special feature.
Yeah.
OBS just added.
Festive Fishmas decoration, putting you on my shelf. That's cute. Sounds good. Frame rate this end is okay. Montaigne Ostecthiers era. What is that? Is that a fish? Is that a fish? Tell me. You have to tell me.
If that's a fish, they are excited.
Ostecthies.
Sounds prehistoric.
I will be dancing probably like a toddler, but I will be dancing. I don't know the real name, but it's the spirals. Fusilli?
Oh, yeah. That's
that
like the
Fusilli's?
tight ones. They're good.
Just here to get the Jess take on at least one Oz Hot 100 vote. Do you mean my own songs or other people's songs? Let me know. Ever tempted to wear the fish makeup to the supermarket? No, it takes 2 hours to apply, and someone else was applying it. I was not applying it, so I have no idea how I would apply it to myself. Sound Asylum, Alex FM, Thursdays 2 to 4 p.m. SA time. Cool. From memory, ultra fast is 1,000 over 50. I don't know what that means, but it sounds
probably
powerful.
up and down, right?
Hi, Panda Cat Safia. Oh yeah, I mean that sounds great. The monetary system too is so cute. Yeah, it's cute, isn't it?
Great
Thank
word.
you. Yeah, Rochelle killed it. I'm on that and get nearly 900 down, which is nice. That sounds awesome.
Love
That'll be
that.
really good for streaming. It's a bony fish, like in Mario. Chondrichthyes is cartilaginous fish, like sharks. I see. I see what you're saying. 900 down is beastly, and here's me happy with my 45.
I know.
What's up? I'm going to do an internet speed test right now.
One of the most insane things I ever heard was from someone who was living in California. They worked at like a digital production house kind of thing. So they're like in charge of the ins and outs of all these files coming in to get color graded and then going out to like all the studios and stuff. And they showed me the download speed and upload speed there, and I wept.
What was it?
Oh, it was like gigabytes per second. It was
Jesus
insane.
Christ.
I was just, it just made me feel so small.
Oh. Well, I just did a test for us. It says 20 megabytes download and 5 megabytes upload. So there you go. I'm excited to move to this new place and hopefully have a better time.
Yeah, hopefully.
Your own votes. I promise not to share with the Daily Mail. I wasn't aware that it was a thing until people started tagging me in their votes. But today I was asked what my number one would be, and I said Petroleum by Nina Geraci. So I guess I have to put that on.
Maybe you could do a 10. Maybe you could share it.
Yeah, maybe I could do a 10 and share it. But yeah, that would be one. I definitely have to dig into my vault because like I used to listen to probably a lot more Australian music than I do now, just because at the moment I'm very preoccupied by Japanese music right now. So a lot of my research goes into, and a lot of my algorithm now with like YouTube and Spotify and stuff, it takes me to Japanese music. So I'm not up on recent things very much, but Nina
Also,
Girachi I
how
really
far back
love.
can you go? Like,
Yeah, I think it's the past. Is it of all time or is it of like the past 20 years or what's this one about?
because if it's of all time, like, surely like Cold Chisel is gonna get, like, bands like that will get a look at.
Yeah, I don't know.
How can you compete?
Will the next album be bird themed? I suppose it's easier to be a bird. It is easier to be a bird. Birds eat fish. The fish is the lowest rung on the food chain. One of.
Whoa.
Also, thanks so much for being so cool. My daughter at the Melbourne party, she loves the photo. You're good people. Thank you. No worries. Of course. Thanks so much for coming. I appreciate it. Also, Panda Cat Safi said, I need to crochet a fish for the album release, but I'm so busy at the moment, so I'll do it when I have time. Post it in the Discord when I'm done. That sounds great. I would love to see it.
Yeah.
Very much thinking of getting the set, but I'm worried about the shipping. At least the Philippines is relatively close to Australia, I guess. Is this the like the vinyl / shirt bundle? Is that what you're talking about? It is. I feel sorry for people overseas with the shipping stuff. Immunity Track 5, thank you for the follow. Yeah, because the shipping's expensive, so I'm sorry about that. Hello?
Oh, sorry. One
that
of us is
you?
getting. No, that's you. You're getting a phone call.
I think this. I keep getting this spam call, which is really annoying.
Oh.
There's like a company. You know when you get those calls from people, they're like, "Hello, we're here to talk to you about your electricity bill," but it's like not the people that you
Get
have
electricity
service.
from?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, why would I talk to you about this? Like, this is nuts. Anyway, Jess said, when is your Rage episode dropping so I can catch it in real time? I think it's August 2nd. It's the first Saturday of August, and from memory, that's the 2nd of August. So that's when. It'll be both morning and night. I'm also looking at Japanese music recently, rock bands and stuff. I'm not quite in the rock band. I'm in the more sort of like jazz / ambient / funk / electronic hybrid kind of space.
It's a lot of slashes
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Ballpark Music, I reckon they'll probably get a look in from me with one of their songs. I had to go today, it's all time. I have 40 in the shortlist outside my first 10.
Whoa.
Jesus Christ. I'm legit trying to find a pattern right now. That's cute. I'm looking at making a fish pouch so I can keep trinkets inside.
Oh, very nice.
Sounds lovely. It's a tough vote, but I appreciate Triple J capping the votes at 10, so we all have to feel it. Yeah. My short list is currently at 80. I have a bit of work to do wrangling it down, Laval.
Yeah, how can you
That's
do it?
nuts. Yeah.
It's yeah, it's full on.
Yeah. Hi, Angie, by the way, on YouTube. I got 7 spam phishing emails, exactly the same layout yesterday. Reporting it to Gmail does nothing, apparently. I was thinking of doing like a TikTok about all of the like emails I get from people that like, hey, we love your profile so much and we think we could help you
On
like
our podcast.
yeah. Like it's either I get things being like, hey, come on our podcast, we'll pay you $3,000. It's like there is absolutely no way this is real. One.
Yeah.
It'll always be like, hey, I'm from the Joe Rogan podcast and Joe would love you to be a guest on the podcast. I'm like, get so for real.
Yeah.
And then the other one I get is like, this is real but bad, is like gambling apps. Like people will be like, hey, we have this gambling app or website, like could you do some promo for it? I'm like, what makes you think I would want to do that? Like that's nuts.
You
Anyway.
only do 2 types of gambling.
Yeah.
Pokemon cards
Yeah.
and gachapon machines.
Exactly, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and blind boxes 3 times.
Okay, 3 types of gambling. And they're functionally the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Getting a cute object, but you're not certain which one you're getting.
Yeah, precisely. I get that, so the gambling. And then one I get a lot is literally just like, hey, we think we could boost your profile on social media. Like, we love your content, but we reckon we could reach more audiences. And it's like, so you want me to pay you to say I need to pay for advertising on social media? Like, that's literally it. Anyway. Thank you. And lol, all the scam calls I get are your bank account will be cancelled in 24 hours with nothing related to my actual bank. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get... like they're wasting money on those ones because they're so not convincing. Like, what's the point with those ones? And it'll always be from like an automated voice too. It'll be like, your card is going to become invalid. And it's like, what makes you think I would believe this? Like, this is crazy. Anyway, will we see some test shows in Melbourne? Not before the tour, but like I would love to do small shows in Melbourne after the tour and like all the album stuff is done. I think that would be nice. Last week I had nothing but gambling apps advertised to me on Facebook. Well, yeah. Yeah, the internet is a real cesspool. Hi, I'm from the Jogan Podsist. Yeah. A cultured gambler. That's right.
Yeah.
What I do is demure and beautiful.
It's cute, the gambling that we do.
Exactly. Pokemon cards as well, I forgot to say that. Or did you
No,
say
I did say
Pokemon?
that,
You
yeah.
did say Pokemon.
I will say,
Yeah.
the one difference is when you are just betting on something and you lose, that is gone.
Yeah.
But our Duku collection
Yeah.
from Pop Mart,
Yeah.
we could sell.
Yeah.
You know, there is a level of investment.
Well, also,
It's an asset.
like you said, you're betting on something and it's gone. We bet on something and then we have it.
Yeah.
You know, we get
Exactly.
to like have it and keep it.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Yeah. Like, we like our Duckus. They bring us a lot of joy. When I was 18, I was getting so many inappropriate spam/scam emails that I thought someone had signed me up for them. I can't even say what they were. It was that bad.
Oof.
Jeez.
There are websites where you can put in your enemy's email address and it
Oh yeah, no, you
signs
told me
them
about
up for
that.
bulk
Yeah,
ones.
That's crazy. I get Centrelink emails. I'm not on Centrelink.
You know how you know it's a scam? Because Centrelink will not talk to you.
Yes,
Centrelink is
exactly.
not reaching out to help you.
Yeah.
They are hard to get hold of.
AMRAP charts had Beyond the Glass in the top 10 for 3 weeks, up to number 3, based on downloads only. If based on plays, it'd be a lot higher for longer. That's cool. I don't know. That's really cool.
That's really cool.
Oh my god, your robocall voice is impeccable. That's a great sidekick.
You may have heard Montaigne on some of your scam calls
Yeah.
and not even realize.
Yeah, they actually pay me to do those recordings. And,
Yeah.
you know, in this economy, a musician needs work.
You have to diversify.
Any which way, exactly. Just now noticing the Pokemon cards, exactly.
Yeah.
All my little oceany Pokemon cards. Hi, R142A4 train. Welcome to the stream. I do Genshin and Wuthering Waves, not really gambling.
What's
Yeah.
Wuthering Waves?
I don't know. I've never heard of that one. Is that a game as well? Agreed. I think they could probably be a voice actor, honestly. Fraud is a side hustle. A lot of people do it.
Most side hustles are fraud.
Yeah, yeah.
Anything that's
Well,
like...
most fraud is side hustles.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah.
Scenario.
It's not easy to make money doing nothing. There has to
Yeah.
be some level of exploitation.
Yeah. Or risk or whatever.
Or risk, yeah.
Your Montaigne 2FA code is 1955. Jess, would you be open to robo voice prompts? What does it mean? What does robo voice prompts mean?
Like to perform them, I
Ah,
imagine.
yeah. If you want me to try and read something in the robo voice, I will do it. Woo-wah gacha game. I see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wuthering Waves is a gotcha.
All I know of Genshin Woo-wah are the hot guys. It's hot fraud summer. Why I inserted the hot there, but I figured that's what you meant. to
Fraud is
say.
hot.
I love your music. Red Flags is my fave. Thank you,
a good song.
R142A4 train. Appreciate it. The classic about your car's extended warranty. What do they say?
Oh, it's like, yeah, we're trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. I think it's a big one in the States.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. Is it that robotic? We're trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. I don't know. I'll work on it. Trying not to hug the questions, but I gotta ask, what's the most fun musical collab you've been involved in? Promise I won't at the others and tell them it wasn't them. Fun musical collab. What have I done?
Well, fun is interesting because, like,
Yeah.
you went with David Byrne, you didn't get to actually
Yeah,
meet him
yeah,
at that
it was all
point.
emails. Yeah. Honestly, probably the Hilltop Hoods, just because like it was a fun day. Like I think it took like an hour to record, and then we spent the rest of the time until I had to leave for my flight, just like looking at animal videos, and it was really nice. And then I became really good friends with Safa, who I know is Matt, and that was really nice. So yeah,
that's nice.
Yeah,
a classic.
A classic, exactly. Just streamed some of the album. Love it so much. Somewhere was so ethereal. Thank you. I feel very proud of that song. I want to do... I guess like that for me, it's an interstitial sort of instrumental song that was just trying to evoke atmosphere, but also like to me, it was almost like a video gamey song. Like it's kind of, it makes part of my CV for that sort of stuff, you know? So I just got, there's someone buying something off of me from Marketplace, so I just got to keep my eyes peeled off.
Is it happening tonight?
At 8 p.m. But I'm just
Whoa.
double checking.
Let's invite them on the stream.
Yeah. Alan Bro just texted me and be like, congratulations. Very nice album.
Aww.
Alan Bro, who's in Speaks and Specs as like a team captain, came to my listening party in which was really nice. And yeah, he just sent me a little text being like, congratulations, which is very sweet. Actually, I think that's just reading out loud. Hey, I tried a Montaigne text-to-speech era. I see what you're saying. And love these Pokemon cards. Feels like a crazy tarot reading is happening to me right now.
That's
oh,
right.
Jody and Alex, thank you for the follow. Oh crap, Coles is here.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. What?
Be bi.
Be bi.
Be bisexual.
Be bisexual.
Oh crap, Coles is here.
Be
bisexual.
In the shower, singing with better half is a valid collab. In the shower, singing.
I think it's like saying your most fun collab is like singing in the shower with me.
Oh.
But here's a fun fact about me.
Yeah.
I take the longest showers in the world.
Yeah.
If we were ever to share a shower,
Yeah.
we would not even get halfway through a song.
Wait, what do you mean?
Because you'd be like, I've had a shower and I'm gone.
Oh yeah.
I'm doing a whole opera in the shower.
Yeah, Nick's a big shower singer. He really belts in the shower.
I don't know if anyone can relate to this, but it's like whenever it's time to have a shower, I'm like, oh, I can't imagine anything worse. And then when I'm in the shower, I'm like, this is amazing. I never want to leave. It's wherever I am, I just want to stay there.
Yeah, 360 when you're at the bank, you're just looking at me. Yeah, so one on my little creature playlist. Which one was that
Little
one?
Creature playlist. What's that?
That sounds cute. Umbro, who also killed it on the first run of Thank God You're Here fame. Really? I didn't.
I don't think I remember his episode.
No, I
or
don't either.
episodes.
I don't. He's a very fun dude.
Yeah.
I love his songs and I've been considering covering some of them, but then I listened to the vocals and it's just, well, how the hell did they do that? Yeah. Look, I tell you, I trained myself as a young person on like Regina Spektor and Feist and Björk and like all the crazy singers, or even like the pop singers like Delta Goodrem. That's an Australian reference, but Delta Goodrem and like Kelly Clarkson and stuff. So I was just trying to emulate them, and I feel like that really helped me like train my vocals, you know. But yeah, somewhere did feel very video gamey. Oh yeah, somewhere. Did feel very video gamey. I've been obsessed with Deltarune recently, and it reminded me of beautiful scenes from it. That's cool. I should play Deltarune at some point. Phantom of the Soper is there inside Nick's mode. Exactly. Is that a challenge, Nick? I will recite the entirety of the Hades Town in the shower with zero hesitation.
With intermission, you get out of the shower, have a snack, and get back in.
Yeah. Jaba, hey man, love the new album. Thanks so much, Jaba. I'm really glad you like it, and thank you so much for listening. What's your most hardest song to make? Do you mean make as in sing, or like actually make it like with the production and playing and everything? Let me know. Regina and Björk, no wonder the music hits right in my brain. Yeah. Surprised I haven't seen a Pokemon Tarot Deck TVH. Yeah, surely someone's done it.
Surely,
I
that's
wonder.
got to be on Etsy.
Yeah, you'd probably get some Gardevoirs in there as like
Oh,
your
yeah.
little high priestess or whatever types. What does Veluza's secret illustration rare mean for my big wig? Oh, for my wig. That's so funny.
Well, we could, shall you grab the card and,
Yeah, we can do
and
a
have a
little-
look?
little-
Okay, so as you can see, The Veluza also features the.
Oh, sorry. I was leaning on my keyboard. Hold on.
Step forward.
Yeah, here we go.
It also features the star you, which means you are going to be the star of your own story.
Yeah. This week. Yeah.
Because someone values you. Veluza. Someone values.
By the way, for
you.
anyone who lives in Nam, we're moving to Nam so that Nick can pursue his comedy career, and you will be able to see him around the place if you want more gold like this.
I'm coming to learn.
Yeah.
Coming to learn how to be funny.
Well, thank God you're here. Past eps are free on Sea Eternal Paramount. We've been watching from the start. That's fun.
Oh man, I used to download my favorite ones and put them on an iPod Nano and watch them in the car. That'll be such a nostalgia trip.
POV Montaigne becomes a palm reader and just recites different fish while reading you.
That would be a fun thing for you to do, so like
That's
tarot at an event.
Maybe at a show. Maybe it's like when doors open, I'll like sit at a little table and people can get like a little improvised tarot fish reading or something like that. That would be fun. Yeah. Maybe you could do it because you're good at improv.
That wasn't what you were saying a minute ago when I was doing improvised tarot.
I was just plugging you. I was being genuine, man.
It didn't feel sincere.
It was sincere. Like, what's your hardest song to produce / make? I think, let me look at the list. I think it was probably for me Best Case Scenario because it had the most like live playing on it. And it's easy enough to like be on your computer, just like moving things into place in the software, but it's another thing to like be getting live musicians to like play what you need them to play in the way that you need them to play, and like to know how to direct them, like how to give good direction and stuff, and make sure you're not wasting your time. Like you can't spend that much time because it costs money, but then you want to make sure you get the right take, so you can't call it too early, you know what I mean? So yeah, I think that was probably the hardest because again, also there were so many drum stems to edit from Miles. Like Miles just did a shit ton of takes, and then I had to go in there and like handpick all of them and put them in the right place. And also Best Case Scenario has modulating tempo, and it's very subtle as well. So like that too, like Nick was talking about earlier today on the Instagram live, but like with the tempo change. What?
I was saying that Angel just said rainbow hand, just noticed. Is
true.
that your mouse is...
Yeah, that's funny.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Nick was saying it was really hard for him to play the piano Best Case Scenario because of that gradually modulating tempo. Like it's so subtle, and that's what gets you, is it's like really, really barely perceptible. And so it was really hard for both him and Miles to keep time to that.
I felt like such a failure in the studio because it was so hard. And then Miles, who is much more rhythmic than I am.
Yeah, well, he's like a professional session musician.
He's really good, and he struggles. I was like, okay, well, if he's even struggling, then I must be okay.
Yes. Congrats on the album release. Can we get lyrics added to Spotify for the song so we can sing along? I believe they should be automatically added in time. I have noticed that whenever a new song comes out by any given artist, the lyrics aren't up there for the first couple of days for some reason. So I feel like they must go up sooner than later. But yeah, they'll get there. I thought it was Red Flags because it was animated. Can we get a music video for Red Flags but it not be animated? That's unfortunately not my call. You're gonna have to petition Tom Cardy for that one because he pays for everything. I don't pay for nothing. There's the lag again.
Yeah.
Yes, I was feeling the music, and then all of a sudden I thought, hold on, we're flying, and I flew with it. Yeah, I don't know. I'll figure it out. You're saying I'm dropping a few frames on my OBS here.
Oh.
Yeah. A question for Nick. What was the most difficult bit of piano playing for you? It was probably that bit, right?
I thought that's the question you were answering.
Although
I got distracted
actually,
from my phone.
maybe get older. Because you really hated it. You were like getting so annoyed that you had to play
Can you
that
play
part.
Get Older for me?
Yeah.
I can't think about it when you. This bit.
You hated playing this bit. We had to stop because you were like, I'm tired of this.
At the session?
Yeah.
I did have the flu.
You did have the flu.
That day.
But I think you just enjoy playing this because you like playing really expressively and this was like a really rigid part. Like, and I think because I'd also written it with a pencil in MIDI, like it was almost unplayable. Like you had to separate it into two different parts, like to record.
Yeah, I mean, I think more than anything, it just really, like you said, because you wrote it on a computer.
Yeah.
Like to replicate it would require that level of musicality that I don't have, which is like to like have like just music put in front of you, just play it like robotically.
Yeah.
Whereas like I can pick things up quickly, but not like precisely. And this one's very precise.
Yeah. Bye R142A4 train. Thanks for coming.
Train's got to leave town sometime.
Yeah, but yeah, I ended up going with the MIDI. Honestly, I ended up going with the MIDI track mostly just because the like tone of the live piano didn't feel right for the atmosphere of this track in the end. It was too warm. Like this felt a bit more icy, a bit more glassy, like a bit more sad. With the one in the studio was too warm and nice. Man flu grumps.
I mean, I've had man flu grumps where I'm just sick and I'm, and you know, but that was bad that day.
Yeah. No, you were in a bad way.
It was crazy. I got my flu shot that morning, so I thought it was just like, I thought it was just like side effects or something. But I think it was just I missed the flu shot by a couple days and actually got the flu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oops,
Anyway.
Upside your lads say, oops, upside your lag. I feel positive it will settle. Indeed. You
Oops.
speak in riddles
Upside your
sometimes,
lads.
maintain the sage.
I feel like it sounds like a shanty.
It does. Oops, upside your lad, say oops, upside your lag. I feel positive it will settle. I'm in the Philippines. It is very frequently us. Is the Wi-Fi not good in the Philippines? Like it's not for you. As in, see, I feel you, brother.
Yeah.
Oh. No, I got that bit.
Yeah.
I got that bit. Hey folks, I feel I may have had an epiphany the other day. Tell us more.
Pray tell of your
Pray
epiphany.
tell, what's this epiphany?
Did you have an
Epiphany?
Epiphany?
Yeah.
It was in the cards that you would have an epiphany.
Whoa.
I screwed it up.
Contra.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay.
No, I can only apologize.
Wow, that feels like a sign. Early onset flu shot is a better excuse for grumps. Yeah. Ebby Lux, thank you for the follow.
Hello, Ebby Lux. What's this epiphany?
Yeah, what's the epiphany? Come on, don't leave us hanging.
Running out of time. Must be writing a very long message. Monty's getting bored and Googling something.
I'm looking at Bandcamp to see
Where's
my
Monty
album.
going?
I'm seeing. I wonder how I can get on the Bandcamp front page. I wonder if there's someone I can petition for that.
Yeah. Let's find them. Let's go to, where is this Bandcamp?
I am fish. Are you fish?
I am fish? You are fish.
That was really good. It was in the cards.
It was in the cards.
Big tuna. And I'm just looking at Bandcamp. What's going on here? It's got all the credits. Guys, let's talk about the credits of the song.
Hang on, Ronan said, I'm quickly realizing just how passionate I am about singing. Very cool. that I really want to properly learn. And yes, it was an Epiphanione.
That's cool.
That's cool.
That sounds great.
Learning properly is so important.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people who feel like they can't sing, if they actually get trained, like, will access parts of their voice that they didn't even know were there. Like, you know, it's like it's a muscle.
Yeah. Oops, Upside Your Head is a classic song by the Gap Band that you both know just to pop by. Oops, Upside Your Head. Do we know that song?
I'm sure we would if we heard it.
Yeah.
It sounded like it existed before time. And Ronan has delay, so every time we sit here waiting for Ronan, if anything, we're delaying the delay even more.
I see. That is very epiphanical. Is that a word? Sounds good. The follow message said, I'm in the tank now. You are in the tank now.
Everyone's in
I
the tank
guess
now.
You are a fish. Yeah, we're going here, guys.
We are well wrapped, Rick. Thanks. Okay. Look at all these credits.
Yeah.
Look at all these people involved.
Can I zoom in? I can zoom in. Scrap across.
Can you just carry the screen?
I don't. Oh yeah, I can just do it.
Yeah, there you go. Looks good.
Sorry, hold on. Let me just. Yeah, we got produced by Montaigne. That's me.
Yep.
Programming by Montaigne. That's me.
Congratulations.
It's all about the money. Co-produced by Wave Racer.
So true.
He's really good. Guitar mandolin by Shooter Nishta. Fun fact about Shooter is he didn't really speak much English, which was okay. We sort of got by using Google Translate with each other. I also didn't speak much Japanese. And he did all the work, which was awesome. And then I was like, okay, it's time to pay you. Like, how much money do you want? And then he quoted me, and I was like, great. And then I was like, hey, give me your bank details so I can pay you, or like send me an invoice. No reply. I think like a month later, I was like, hey, let me pay you. Send me your invoice. No reply. Maybe several months later again, hey, shall I pay you some money? No reply. And then I was like, hey, you also have like a 10% publishing or 5% publishing credit on one of the songs you played on. Like, can you give me your like IPI number so that I can log you as like a collaborator so that you can receive royalties for the song? No reply. I haven't heard from him since. So I guess this man's just not gonna get any money.
He doesn't do it for the money.
No,
he's not
he
a
doesn't.
businessman.
Yeah,
he did it for the love of it.
Yeah.
And then he walked into a little ramen shop and it faded away and it never existed.
Yeah. Anyway, I love him. He did amazing work. But it's interesting actually. There's a lot of his mandolin and stuff on Beyond the Glass, but it's kind of like really sits in the mix a little. So it's kind of hard to notice, but you can hear it. It's a really nice aspect of the song. Piano by Nick Harriott.
Who's that guy? Well, I was just going to say, how did you feel about another orange fish, Poisson Steve?
Going viral around the same time as your merch drop. The more the merrier, I say. I did record, oops, I didn't want to click on that. I did record a little Poisson Steve cover. I should post that at some point soon. Yeah, look at this. This is weird. Why is this happening? 88 kilobytes per second? What are you talking about? Yeah, my internet's being weird, guys. Hi, quick swim by to say congrats, and also thank you for the new album. Feels very special. Thank you, Laura Rogue. That's very kind of you to drop some nice commentary when you're in a rush. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for swimming by. World's most selfless mandolin act.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Based on the syllables, I read it like the football chant. Yes, I only started in January and it's been so good for mental health and confidence. Music is so healing. 100% is. I have sort of always wanted to learn, but I never had the resources to do why now, but I've always enjoyed it. Music has always been a love of mine, and I figure life is short, so I might as well do what I love. Exactly. That's what me and Nick say to each other every time we buy Pokemon cards. I hope your moving stuff is going okay. I just got noticed my lease isn't being renewed. Because they want to sell. So now I'm scrambling with social housing to try and find something. That sucks, dude. I'm so sorry to hear it. It's shit. It's shit.
Yeah.
It's just shit.
I hope where you live has semi-decent rental protection laws. I know, like, in New South Wales, you have to get like 60 days and stuff before you get evicted.
Yeah.
So I hope it's something similar at least.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the
it's not easy.
Housing in 2025 is fucked up.
Yeah.
Drums by Miles Thomas.
Yeah.
He's my longtime drummer. Very happy to have him on board. He's a sweetie.
Great.
Strings and backing vocals by James Tarbotton. He did strings on this song, Swim Back, and he did it on Somewhere as well. I think that was it. And then he also did backing vocals on Somewhere. You can hear them very sat into the mix.
I don't know if I've ever noticed that.
Yeah, it's very subtle. Yeah. It's very subtle. It's very nice though. Bass by Gus Gardner. I got him to play bass on It's All About the Money. That's, I think I got him to play on Best Case Scenario as well. Maybe, I can't remember. I feel like he did. There's like a real jam out at the end of Best Case Scenario, so I think that was him. And then, yeah, that's all the instrumentalists. And then we got engineering by Antonio Gauci, mixing by Wave Racer, mastering by Andre Ehrman, recorded at Golden Retriever and Sunstone Studios. Sunstone Studios is Nick's dad's studio.
That's right.
He let me use it to record the final vocals for the album. Because the place that I was living, which is our house, our apartment, thank you, Maintains and Sage, for gifting this up to Ronan. The apartment we have been living in is not great for acoustics with the mic that I have. It's very bouncy because it's all like quite hollow space, no treatment on the walls, floorboards, all that stuff. So, yeah. And then mastering by Andre Ehrman is, I picked him because I remember my friend Gab, who's known as Japanese Wallpaper, saying ages ago, like, Andre's really good. And that just stuck with me. So I just, like, I was like, well, and he's relatively cheap as well to use. It's like $110 or something per song.
Oh.
Which is, like, peanuts for music mastering. And then, yeah, imagery by Jess Gleason, designed by Connor Dewhurst for the vinyl and stuff, and the visualizers, like all the canvases and stuff that you see on Spotify, were done by them, which is really cool. One way I look at art is that in an aesthetic sense, some pieces are tailored to take advantage of how the brain processes input from the senses in ways that would rarely be found in nature, like modern medicine. It's interesting. I have to really process what you've just said. You're back. R142A 4 train is back. Welcome.
That's what I love about a train. You can always rely on it to come back.
Exactly. Anyway, that's all the guys. But yeah, you can buy the album on Bandcamp if you like. But if not, like, I think you can still buy things on iTunes, which is, I haven't touched iTunes in ages. I think maybe the last time I touched iTunes to buy something, you know what? I think I might have bought something. Actually, no, you know what? I probably, all the albums I own digitally are probably from Bandcamp in the last few years.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, because so much of the money from Bandcamp, like when they do Bandcamp Fridays and stuff like that, goes to artists. It's a really good system.
Yeah. Anyway, and then you got these guys who take all of the money. Yeah, it wouldn't be bad if NDIS changed the rules July 1, which means I won't get enough funding to help with support living anymore, so it's been a real rough week. I've decided to defer uni. I think that's a good call, because moving and assignment due dates will all line up, but I wrote 2 songs last weekend, so I'm definitely motivated to create after the first 2 weeks. That's really nice to hear. I'm really glad to hear.
Don't let the bastards win.
Yeah, that really sucks, but yeah, glad to hear that you're like channeling your energy into something that's like really nice for you. So yeah, we gotta, that shit is shit. And personally speaking, like Labour government in Albanese, it's still early days, but they're already not doing good enough, I think, for people. Like it's not doing, you know.
Well, yeah, I mean, like even like neurotypical, able-bodied people who do not have a chronic illness or aren't caring for someone are getting squeezed out of the housing market and the rental market.
Yeah.
It's like, if the system isn't even working for the people that the system is designed to like be prejudiced towards, like everything's broken.
Yeah.
Which is not to say that, you know, a functioning system excludes the, you know, everyone else. Yeah. But it's like the fact that they aren't even that our most vulnerable people are getting squeezed the hardest.
Yeah.
And then it's just crazy. This story, yeah, it sucks. I'm sorry going through that.
Yeah. It's bogus.
It's bogus.
Freaking bogus.
It's frigging bogus.
What's all those things? Nick was looking at my albums yesterday, and he was like, now you got to do 2 more blue looking bodies of work.
And they've got to be looking to the left. Or,
to that direction. Yeah, so it all matches up.
Yeah.
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 I actually wrote a moving on song because he prompted me last week. Fuck yeah. That sounds great. Oh yeah, I was doing a moving out song last week as well on Ableton. When will you go live again? After this one, probably not for a bit, just because I'm moving house. I'm moving interstate on Monday, so we'll have to like unpack our shit and get it all set up again.
Just be 2 weeks.
Maybe,
at the most.
hopefully just 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Of gap.
Honestly, because I also won't be down there for a bit, so you'll probably be bored and want to stream.
Yeah.
And get this set up.
That's true. ASAP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not hard to set up too.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in Bruce. My current rent is 60% cheaper than any of the private rentals. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. So annoying.
That's tough.
It's-
This is Monty's blue era.
It's funny because, like, I think in my early 20s, I saw myself as a red person in that, like, I thought that matched my complexion more and that maybe matched my energy a bit more. But it's interesting how, I don't know, I feel more like a blue person now. Do you know what I mean? This is all very abstract.
Whoa.
Abstract. This is all
Is that
very...
why you would wear like that big red lipstick and stuff?
Yeah, I was like, I'm bold and confident and like, you know, and now I feel like I've become a bit more like, I'm still confident, I think, but I think I'm more, I'm coming into a more like vulnerable, sensitive period of my life. Do you know what I mean? Like it's interesting. You were sort of analyzing my career the other day and how like a lot of my songs are like empowering. Like that's the energy of them. There's like an empowerment to them. And I feel like this album, the last one, it's a bit more like focused on like emotions, like softer emotions, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not about like resisting the emotion and fighting it. It's more about like becoming like water and letting it go through you.
I think that is it. It's like I'm not fighting as much anymore. You know what I mean? And so
there's more of a piece.
Yeah, there's more of a piece to my thing, which does change my catalog and like. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like as an artist, you have to be honest and true to the way you are evolving organically, you know? Like, I think that's important. Though it could be a fun, interesting exercise to, like, figure out how to, if I can, like, perform in that space, like, perform as in, like, put the mask on and do that again, or if this is sort of just, I don't know, we'll see.
I think it's also, the album is reflective of where you wrote it, right? Like it was just you were often in like a share house or an apartment block.
Yeah.
And so it was kind of smaller and more reflective.
Yeah.
I think it'd be interesting to see you do some sessions with some songwriters who are like on guitar or on piano and like you're standing up and you're like, see how that changes the songwriting.
I do think also something that has really affected my songwriting is the not being in a soundproof studio. Like I feel like I'm bothering people if I sing too loudly, so it stops me from doing being vocal songs. You know what I mean?
So the next album could be full of
big vocal songs. Yeah, because the house we're moving to, I'll be a bit more at liberty to like sort of just sing my tits off.
Whoa!
I wish.
Quite a different. The louder you sing, the more it solves your body dysmorphia.
Yeah, exactly. Very pumped to listen to the album. Thank you, Mega Magic Goat. And the question for you, Nick.
Oh.
Have you or Monty gone on a plane before?
Have we ever? Yeah, but actually surprisingly, not much. It seems that like a lot of our travel has been like asynchronous. Like even like last year we went to Japan, but Monty and at our mutual friend, but like my friend now through us dating, went a week early, and then I went a week late, so I wasn't on the trip there. And then on the way back, you two were sitting together, and I was in the row in front of you.
Yeah.
So I didn't even really feel like we were flying together.
It's true. Although I did end up coming in the city.
Oh yeah, because
I
there was
did
space
come
next to
and
you.
sit
That's
there,
true.
yeah.
You could stretch out.
Yeah.
But then even like trips down to Melbourne and stuff. Often, like I'm kind of if Jess is down there, like I'm kind of finding time to like pop down and visit or something, and like maybe being there a shorter time. So it's actually funny how few flights we've been on. What airline? I'd be hard pressed to tell you.
Yeah.
Maybe to Japan. I think
it was just Jetstar.
I think it was Jetstar to Japan, which is interesting.
I've flown heaps. I've probably flown over 100 times in my whole life, I reckon. I do a lot of it for shows and all that stuff.
Mega Magic Goat has a good idea.
Record an album in a big barn challenge.
Yeah, how big can we get
Honestly,
Montaigne's vocals to go?
It would be pretty fun to like record an album with like farm animals making noises in the background.
Maybe, I mean, someone said earlier that the next album is about fish, but maybe it's more about mammals. Land, the mud.
Yeah, maybe it's about cows next time.
Yeah.
Cow is in the spotlight right now because of Mario Kart World. So I gotta capitalize on that cow fame.
Yeah. with a famously topical 3-year album cycle.
Yeah.
So hopefully Cow is still being talked about in 2028.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Highly recommend Ipswich for slightly better rent prices if the distance isn't too much of a barrier. I have a picture of meeting you in 2014. You had that red lipstick on. It was serious. Yeah, I was... God, my look then was so different to how it is now. Again, like everything was like really angular and like really intense back then, and now it's much softer and
just the difference between complex and it's hard to be a fish. Like those two images are so...
Yeah.
The fact that like even like in complex, you've got a different lip color, your hair is dyed, the cut, like you said, is severe.
Yeah.
Even the lighting is kind of... I mean, it's still a soft lighting, but like...
Yeah. It's studio lighting.
Everything's a bit sharper. Even like the rough is like starched and it's rigid.
Yeah.
And then you go to the new one and you've got like this really gentle kind of color.
Yeah.
It is really interesting.
Yeah, and the eyeliner as well. I used to do such
yeah.
intense eyeliner, and now I barely do it.
Yeah, like it's such a subtle look. Yeah.
It's funny. It's funny.
It's interesting, isn't it? I think it's good that you grow. I mean, you look at someone like Katy Perry's career, right? Like she's always trying to like outrun irrelevance, but like you are just being yourself, and so you'll always have material because you're just being authentic.
Yeah. 2016. Sorry, I lied. I was gonna say 2014. I was like at university. Although I did do shows that year at the end of the year. No sweat if not, but any chance we can play 30 seconds of The Gap? Oops, I'm sorry, I had to remind you guys that I was going to talk about that. Let's do it.
It's probably on. Let's do it right now.
Do it. So it's called Oops, Upside. Where's the keys?
Oh, jeez. Oops.
Upside your head. The Gap Band. Here we go. Let me skip ahead. Oh, I know the chant. I don't know if I know this song. Like, I know this rhythm, but...
Oh. I think it's because Uptown Funk stole it.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, so true. Let's go back to Beyond the Glass. Let's listen to that sweet, sweet mandolin.
Yeah.
Collab with Mood Dang on the next one.
Oh my god.
Yeah. As a dairy farmer, this discussion is so exciting.
Maybe.
I've loved seeing your image/aesthetic change over all your albums. It's very good. I'm very cool. I'm glad you like that. That's good. Sometimes I worry that my fans are kind of like, hey, just pick a lane, you know. But like, it's good to know some people are like actually into the change, you know. Record an album in an airport challenge.
That'll be the bird one.
Yeah, that'll be the bird one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mon 5 will be an opera album, will it? Who knows?
Whoa.
Maybe I'll
That could be cool.
make like Caroline Polachek and take opera vocal lessons
Whoa.
and do that. Who knows? But a half belt will give you better dynamics through your voice, so it's not a bad thing. I do think my singing on this album, I think there's more variety, which is nice, right? Like I think with the older albums, it was like pretty go all the time with the vocals, but with these ones, it's very like measured. Someone told me, I think Tim Finn said to me recently that apparently the peak of a person's voice happens at 32. Like that is as good as your voice will never get stronger than that. It won't necessarily decline immediately after you're 30 years old, but that's just the highest performance that you'll ever achieve.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Because I know I had some friends who studied opera. And it's like, you get trained, you can be like 18, 20 or whatever, but they're like, you won't get employed until you're in your 30s because of that very thing. It's like your voice isn't strong enough to do what, you know, these production companies demand.
Yeah.
It's very cool. You don't often think about things getting better as you age.
No. Well, I definitely do. It's funny because like I guess my experience with aging has just been like my mental health has gotten better in subsequent years, like chronologically. Like I was fucked in my early 20s. Like it was so bad.
But think of the songs you were writing.
I know,
they were insane. They were great.
Yeah.
I'm a Fantastic Wreck.
Yeah. But like now it's like
A stable person can't write that song.
No, I guess not. Think about all the times we've recorded at 2 a.m. so it'd be quiet outside. Yeah. Congrats on the album release, Goat. Thank you, Techno Boy. Appreciate it. Cows are lovely friends. They are. I love cows.
The thing that got me to stop eating red meat a couple years ago was that Jess showed me a video of cows playing soccer with a big inflatable ball, and I was like, oh my god, this. And then like I think another one like where they like run towards each other because they're best friends and stuff.
The sweeties, awesome. Is anyone else gonna say, well, actually, mammals are fish, consider fish a clade, or does it have to be me?
Well, I suppose it has to be you.
I don't know any of this stuff. I like fish as like a concept, not scientifically. Like I'm not up on all the types of fish. I like them as like a aesthetic proposition / a philosophical proposition.
Well, that's exactly right, because there's the QI Elves podcast, No Such Thing as a Fish.
Yeah.
Because I think on the show they were like, what is a fish? And there's like no agreed scientific definition.
Yeah, right.
Because if you say like, well, they have to breathe underwater or whatever, it's like, okay, so there's a bunch of fish that, you know, or like aquatic animals that you might call a fish, but then they get ruled out. So it's like, but why is that distinction?
Yeah.
And probably, I don't even know. I mean, it's clearly there are people in this chat who know much more about fish or what a fish could or couldn't be than I do. Anyway.
I remember you had very cool Stumpy boots in 2014. I loved the Stumpy boots in 2014. I was a Stumpy boots guy back then. Doc Martens kind of person with the high tops. Blonde Rooster Mond era was fun.
I think so too. I think it's a shame I missed that era.
Yeah. Who knows? I might bleach my hair, and it's just a very expensive whole thing to do. It's like $400
Your hair's so
every
cool
time.
at the moment.
Yeah, I feel very, you know, of my culture with my hair like this, which I like. Wasn't expecting Katie Shade, I'm living.
I mean, what am I gonna do? Not throw shade on Katy Perry?
We are never gonna meet her, and very unlikely to meet anyone who really knows her and has any amount of opinion.
Look, I'll say this: I think if she stopped trying so hard, she could probably make much more interesting art. Yeah. You know. Anyway.
Pop-up show at aquariums. We did try to investigate that for this, but it just, like the work of it was just getting a bit too crazy. I think also we didn't even get into like quotes for like the fee for hire, and I imagine it would have been pretty significant. But hopefully it's interesting. Like, I don't know, like I would like to, from now on, try to pursue more experimental show ideas, not necessarily ones even on the back of like songs, but just like experiences that might be cool for people to have with live music. So I don't know, I'll look into all that stuff. I'm so behind on the chat. We're like,
Let's go.
Yeah. Montaigne screaming at Geese live stream when.
Let's do it.
When I figure out how to make it mobile.
We'll team up with Demi Lardner to make that happen.
Yeah. Dr. Carl says bones density maxes out at 25, and Dr. Tim Finn adds vocals at 32. Yeah.
We're in the sweet spot.
That's interesting. Okay, I got to work on my bone density. There was this one time Caroline was part of an online concert, and her part was literally walking around a park with all the people and screaming at them when they were accompanied. It was iconic. Screaming at the geese, not the people, I mean. Yeah, I think I've seen that video. The light getting my ass when science is the topic. Let me in. I can DM you the link if you want it. Lamau. Ah, yes, please. I need to see this. I used to bleach and color my hair a lot, so it's so time consuming. It really is. Especially with my hair, I have very like thick black hair, and like the hairdresser would always have to put me through 2 runs of bleach or toner or what it was in order to get it even close to like actually bleached, and so like. Yeah, it just took ages. It would always take like 5 hours, and it cost like $400, and it just, you know, like I'm not doing that in 2025. I was doing that when I had like 2018 money, you know what I'm saying? When I was like selling out a Metro theater and like the music industry wasn't in shambles.
And also you didn't have the same expenses you have now.
Oh no, absolutely not. Yeah. I used to bleach and color my hair. I read that one already. How did she go from teenage dream to absolute floppage? We gotta go back. Do not let that woman near a spacecraft. I don't know. I think the thing about Teenage Dream is like she wasn't huge until that. So she still kind of like was in touch with reality a little bit, even if she was also someone who desperately wanted to be a massive pop star, right? Which always comes with a slight dose of, I think, derangement. But I think like she's just way too famous now to like be in touch with reality. Like she's way too rich, way too famous. Her husband is Orlando Bloom. Like
that's crazy. They
don't live in reality. And like how can you make effective art if you don't live in reality? You know, like I don't, yeah. Yeah, I agree. Ari struggling to stay relevant. Yeah. What were we saying over here? No, not at all. Especially because I feel like a lot of the change has come from you being more comfortable in your own skin and who you are. 100%. You just need to see someone grow to themselves and have that be reflected in their whole vibe. Yeah. Every album has been a banger, but I've loved to see the shift from anger/hurt to recovery/love and self-acceptance over time. That's really nice. It's nice that you've noticed that. Okay, that's enough psychoanalysis for one day, lol. I just think you're neat and I'm glad you're doing well. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Matthew Wood, woo! New album, woo!
Woo!
Woo! Woo! Yeah, 100%. Big lag.
Yeah, I noticed we'll talk about something and then move on, and then 5 minutes later I see like comments about what we just said, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, lol.
Ooh.
Lol,
are you going to attempt to play a game or nah?
I don't know. I think because we've been talking a lot, my voice is sort of starting to get a bit sore. So I reckon like, we maybe just let it be a shortish stream. Maybe we finish like once this lap of the album is finished. So 3 more songs.
Maintain the Sage said they called the guy Top Deck because he had a bleach blonde chop and
like that's fun. Factory making laminate bench tops. Let's go. Yeah, right. That's fun. Top Deck. I like it. Yeah.
For our international fans.
Oh yes. You go.
No, you can describe it.
Top Deck is a Cadbury chocolate. Cadbury is a brand. Also, you have to explain so much. Cadbury is a very famous chocolate brand in Australia that I imagine is probably like the lead producer of chocolate locally. Like, actually, I don't know if they're a local company, but
no, they're English.
They're probably the most purchased in Australia, is I guess what I'm trying to say. Most famous, most purchased, I don't know. But
the stream is exploding for me, broken heart.
Uh-oh. Let me go to
Big
here,
Cadbury
and
is
I'm
shutting
gonna
it down.
Oh, by the way, guys, did you guys see the Donkey Kong Bonanza direct? Because that game looks fucking amazing. Me and Nick are so excited for it. Let's have a look. Like, okay.
Yeah, that's a good 2 minutes behind.
Uh-oh, that's fun. Factory making laminate bench tops. Let's go. Oh yeah, that's so far behind. That's crazy. Okay. Oh well, we'll finish up soon. Our internet, this is like our internet saying, leave already.
Yeah.
Top Deck was huge with Gen X. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, Top Deck is a chocolate with like, it's white on top. It is white on top.
Yeah.
It's like white chocolate on the top of the, what do you call it? A square. On top of the square and then underneath milk chocolate. And so you got both in one little square as part of a bar. That was Top Deck. Switch is literally being transphobic, not letting me a trans person watch Montaigne's stream. Not on Pride. I knew a guy with the surname Taskin. They called him Multi. Cadbury's English and we're very sorry.
Do you know what's crazier, even crazier about Australian Cadbury chocolate is that if it were just imported from the United Kingdom to here, it would just melt right away because our climate is so much hotter than in England. So ours is even mixed with a sort of like agent that keeps it firm in 30-degree heat, which makes it taste even worse.
Yeah, right.
So yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, because I had a friend whose fiance worked for Mars, came out here to work for Mars. So I got a lot of like chocolate insider information.
Most purchased in big part because they own almost everything. So true.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cadbury's like a really unethical company, isn't it? They like employ slave labor in Africa, don't they?
It's hard to find an ethical chocolate company.
Yeah,
Frank.
generally,
Mars.
Yeah.
Mars do as well. I don't know what Cadbury's supply chain is, but if there's cocoa at some point, it's not.
Yeah.
And they can't tell you where it comes from. It's probably not good.
Yeah. Foreigners, and that's why Tony's Chocolonely.
Tony's Chocolonely.
Maybe I should hit up Tony's Chocolonely
Oh my
for
God.
some marketing. I'm trying to see if I can hit up brands to like help fund. Oh.
You could go to where it's made.
Whoa.
You could go to the Tony. You can meet Tony.
I could meet Tony of the Chocolonely.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, no, I've got a tour that will be announced soon. That might be coming to Europe and to the UK. And so I'm trying to find money from brands to help me finance it.
So far, it's only been chocolate that's
it's
been explored.
Tony's Chocolonely, and also Nick and I got this like nice,
Go get it.
yeah, nice little like it's like a reusable disposable camera basically. So it takes film style photos, but you don't get the film developed. It like gets sent to your phone and it emulates the look of film, and you get to use it as many times as you want. And it's like this little thing from this company called Flashback, and I was like, maybe I could take that on tour and get them to give me some money for posting photos using it and stuff. I don't know. We'll see how we go.
I'll take a photo of all of you.
Oh, cute. That's a cute idea.
Alright. Well, which one should I take a photo of?
Which one do you mean?
Should I take a photo of that, or should I take a photo?
No, you take a photo of that. That would just be the camera lens.
All right, everyone, smile. Smile in 2 minutes when this reaches you.
Cute. Cute. Foreigners hate the taste of our chocolate. It's so funny. Sorry, I don't want my chocolate to melt. My friend lives in Perth, but she's back in Dublin for the week, and she's brought me a cherry ripe. Wait.
Ooh.
Oh, you're in Dublin. I see what's happening. Cherry ripes. I like cherry ripe.
I love a cherry
I do
ripe.
miss cherry ripe being vegan.
It could almost be as well, because it's dark chocolate.
Yeah, they just gotta change one little thing. I'm so excited. I've never had one, but ever since I discovered they exist, I've had a terrible need to try one. Very delulu of me to think I got here early. That's okay, Raul. I am gonna finish up after the next song, so enjoy your time while you're here. Tony's Chocolonely! People, we got some Tony's Chocolonely stands in the chat, which is nice. Donkey Kong Bonanza looks awesome. I want to switch to. Do you rate yours so far? Yeah, we love the Switch too.
Yeah. I think it's only going to get better when more games come out. I understand waiting. I'm not good at delayed gratification, so I couldn't wait.
Yeah.
But I think waiting for Donkey Kong is probably getting that, and Mario Kart would be really good.
Yeah.
Because the Mario Kart like solo campaign is not very fulfilling, I think.
I like it. It's not like addictive, but I like it.
I think
yeah.
the races are as good as ever.
Yeah.
I really like Knockout Tour on Mario Kart.
Yeah, Knockout
That's
Tour is
really
so fun. You've probably seen TikToks of like the crazy antics that happen on the racetrack with Knockout Tour.
Yeah.
They think they have some dodgy investments, unfortunately. Yeah. Montaigne is a lane, by the way. What do you mean? I like the dark chocolate. The design does make it hard to actually eat it.
Chocolonely it can be a challenge.
Yeah,
to
it's snapping
snap
it.
off.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
As an ex-retail chocolate seller for local brand, we will train in how to answer supply chain questions. Lol, interesting.
Trained.
Yeah. In propaganda.
Yeah, or trained on all the good stuff.
Damage control.
Yeah.
Tony Chocolonely and Montaigne collab of the century. Maybe. Who knows?
If you got a flavor,
that'd be cool.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be pretty cool.
There was a really
flavor.
good one. I don't know if anyone had the Christmas one that had crushed up candy canes as like
oh yeah,
mint.
That was really good. Peppermint. The peppermint candy cane flavor was really good. I did a very nice smile, says Angel. Me and Nick's photo. I got an album out. Oh no. Oh my god, I would have to check the album out. My expectations are very high. Well, I think the album will meet those expectations because I think it's very good.
It's a good album.
Yeah, go listen to it in headphones, in good earphones. Donkey Kong, oh my god, my childhood. That one probably isn't on the cards. People don't come here as much, but I have flown abroad for gigs before. Angel, thank you for subscribing.
20 months.
Resubscribing. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. I think this tour is actually going to Dublin, so get ready. Saw Hilltop Hoods in Cologne, and then they came to Dublin the next year. They're lol, so you never know. That's funny. What's up? Oh yeah. I think I was supposed to announce this tour I'm on tomorrow, but they haven't got back to us yet with like the promotional image for doing it. So
I would maybe. Well, there you go.
Yeah. You will, if you are on my Patreon, you will know the tour that I'm talking about because I announced it there. Because my patrons get early things, get to find out about early stuff. Look to the cookie, Elaine. Look to the Chucky. I see. I see. I see. I never watched Seinfeld growing up, so I don't really have Seinfeld knowledge baked in, really. I'm just gonna see if there's anyone to raid on Twitch after the stream. Probably Back Pocket. I think they're talking about Donkey Kong Bonanza. Let's have a look. Yeah. Oh, with Novak from Polish Club. Guys, Novak from Polish Club is on Back Pocket tonight. That's really cool. We're gonna raid them, I reckon, after the song's over. Guys, thanks so much for coming and chatting to us. Please listen to the album. I really hope you enjoy it. A lot of you already have, which is really lovely. And yeah, you can join my Patreon if you want to support me. I'm doing things completely independently now, which means there's not a lot of money in it. And so I need some help. But also, if you don't have any money, that's totally fine. We've heard today from someone that like they need to find a new place to live, and times are crazy right now. It's like, yeah, so no expectations, but that's there if you want it, with some extra goodies involved in being on the Patreon. Otherwise, please just enjoy the album. I poured my entire heart and soul into it, and I feel very proud of it. And yeah. All right. Oh my god, my boyfriend and I will be there. Awesome. Thank you, Mental, as ever. Thank you, Angel. Thank you, Ronan. Thank you, Ratbrick. Thank you, everyone, for joining. I really appreciate it. We're going to let me set up that raid now.
You've had a part in every part of Mega Magic Goat's life.
What do you mean?
Well, I found you through Hilltop Hoods. He found you through my Bim Bam.
We found each other through Taz. That's really sweet. That's awesome.
That's really cute.
Wolf Oxide, thank you for the follow. We are about to raid Back Pocket now, but thank you everyone for coming.
Happy Fish Day,
Maybe,
everyone.
you can tell people in the chat, hey, Montaigne's new album has come out today. Who knows?
Be little spies.
Yeah, be the little propagandists for Montaigne Fish Life. Okay. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye now.
Bye now.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.